Well, William Byron has won 2 Daytona 500s. He's going to put today right up there with them. William Byron is going to Phoenix and has a chance to race for the championship.
Martinsville Speedway, 500 laps, one final chance to reach the championship 4. For William Byron and Ryan Blaney, it was a battle that could define their entire season. The tension, the contact, the stakes, everything came to a boiling point. And when it was over, one driver walked away with glory and the other with heartbreak. From the drop of the green flag, William Byron made it clear this was his house. Starting on the pole, he launched ahead while Ty Gibbs spun his tires, quickly setting the tone. Despite early cautions, including a tangle between Daniel Suarez and Bubba Wallace, Byron stayed locked in. Michael McDowell briefly grabbed the lead during a caution-induced pit cycle thanks to a 2-tire call, but Byron wasn't about to be outdone by strategy. On the restart, he quickly reclaimed the top spot, brushing aside McDowell like a speed bump on his way to dominating the rest of Stage 1. He led 126 of 130 laps in that opening segment, setting the tone for what was to come. The number 24 Chevrolet came off pit road first during the Stage 1 break, and Byron wasn't letting go of that lead anytime soon. On the restart, he cleared Logano and held off a charging Kyle Larson. Caution stacked up, Carson Hocevar spun with help from Daniel Suarez, Josh Berry was turned into Cole Custer, and Cody Ware lost a wheel. Through all the chaos, Byron remained unfazed. He led every lap of Stage 2. Every single one. 130 laps straight. That level of control at a paperclip-shaped short track like Martinsville is almost unheard of. It wasn't just dominance, it was a statement. But Stage 3 changed everything. Tyler Reddick and Ryan Blaney stayed out during pit cycles, flipping the order. Blaney, already a 2-time Martinsville Fall race winner, grabbed control. He cleared Reddick and started stretching his legs. Byron had to claw his way back. As green flag stops cycled, Blaney looked unbeatable. Then came the curveball. Eric Jones spun coming out of pit road, drawing a caution right in the middle of the pit cycle. It reshuffled the deck, bringing Byron back into striking distance. But Blaney wasn't done. On the restart, he jumped ahead again. With under 60 laps to go, he led Byron by 2 car lengths while slicing through lap traffic. Then came lap 456. Byron pounced. With traffic stacking up, he dived to the inside of Blaney and muscled past him, bumping him just enough to send the number. 12 Ford up the track. It wasn't dirty, but it wasn't polite either. It was the kind of move you make when everything is on the line. Byron took the lead. Blaney never got it back. Pass doesn't even do it justice. It was a power move, a championship-level moment that cemented Byron's place in the sport's elite. Just when it looked like Byron might cruise to the win, Carson Hocevar spun again, bringing out a late caution. The field bunched up one more time. Byron and Blaney came to pit road, and once again, Byron's crew came through. He beat Blaney off pit road and restarted from the lead, and from there, it was game over. On the final restart with 11 laps to go, Byron pulled away. Blaney tried, but the grip just wasn't there. Byron extended his lead to over half a second and never looked back. The victory eliminated several heavy hitters from championship contention. Ryan Blaney, who had led 177 laps and fought like hell, was out. Christopher Bell, who came into the race 37 points above the cut line, lost out to Kyle Larson by just 7 points. Chase Elliott finished third, but still missed the cut. Joey Logano, the defending champ, was eliminated with an 8th-place finish. For the first time since the next-gen era began in 2022, Team Penske will not have a car in the Championship 4. That's how big Byron's win was. He didn't just beat Blaney, he shattered Penske's playoff streak. The final 4 drivers heading to Phoenix, William Byron and Kyle Larson for Hendrick Motorsports, and Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe for Joe Gibbs Racing. 2 Chevys, 2 Toyotas, 4 teams, 1 title. Damn, I've got a lot to say. Byron beamed after climbing out of the car. God really tests your resilience a lot of times. We've been tested. Just unbelievable. He pointed to the grandstands, recalling how he watched his first NASCAR race from those very seats. Thank you, fans. Badass crowd. I'm just so thankful. We obviously go to Phoenix. Just go try to kick ass there. Byron's journey to this moment has been anything but smooth. From being considered the quiet kid to becoming a title contender, 2025 has been the year he came into his own. Despite the heartbreak, Ryan Blaney showed class. "I just got loose," Blaney said of the final green flag run. "I don't blame him for taking that. I would have done the same thing. Just proud of the effort. Wasn't quite enough tonight." Blaney gave everything, and he knew it. Sometimes racing just hurts. It wasn't lost on fans that Byron's move also helped Kyle Larson. The 2021 champ quietly ran a clean, calculated race to finish 5th, just enough to edge out Bell for the final championship 4 spot. Larson acknowledged Byron's performance, saying, "What a performance by William. That's awesome. He did a great job on restarts, just kept positioning himself. Was good enough to get by Blaney on that long run." While Byron and Larson thrived, both JGR teammates Briscoe and Hamlin suffered mechanical issues. Briscoe blew an engine on lap 296. Hamlin pulled into the garage under green not long after with a similar failure. Fortunately for both, they had already clinched their Phoenix spots with earlier wins. But if there's a lingering concern, it's reliability. Can JGR bounce back in time? Byron's win at Martinsville didn't just earn him a Phoenix berth. It could mark a turning point in the legacy of the number 24 car. Once driven by Jeff Gordon, one of the greatest to ever do it, Byron is now forging his own path in that iconic ride. And if he wins the title, the number 24 might return to championship glory for the first time since Gordon's final title in 2001. The championship 4 is stacked with talent. Larson, the 2021 champ, cool under pressure. Byron, the 2025 breakout star, armed with speed and momentum. Hamlin, the veteran seeking his elusive first title. And Briscoe, the dark horse with nothing to lose. Phoenix will be a war. Byron knows what's at stake. So does everyone else. What makes Byron's triumph even more impressive is the composure he showed under extreme pressure. Martinsville isn't just any short track. It's the place where tempers flare, strategies fall apart, and patience gets tested like never before. And yet, Byron didn't just survive it, he owned it. He was poised, surgical with his passes, and relentless on the restarts. His team never missed a beat in the pits. This was a total effort, the kind of performance that championship stories are made of. The broader implications of this win also send shockwaves through the NASCAR paddock. For Team Penske to miss the Final Four is a seismic moment. They've been the dominant force in the playoff era, winning the last 3 titles. But now, they'll watch from the sidelines. It's not just an end of a streak, it's a potential passing of the torch. Byron, Larson, Hamlin, and Briscoe represent a fascinating cross-section of NASCAR's present and future. And with this win, Byron might have just announced himself as the sport's new alpha. Byron didn't just beat Ryan Blaney at Martinsville, he destroyed him in every way that mattered. He outlasted, outdueled, and outdrove one of the best short-track racers in the game. And in doing so, he reshaped the Championship 4, kicked Team Penske out of the spotlight, and reminded everyone why the number 24 is still a number of legends. Now, with Phoenix on the horizon, one question remains. Is William Byron ready to finish what he started? Because after Martinsville, all signs say yes.